there was a oh, get rid of this. Don't need this. Medieval Chronicles. Okay, so we're gonna do the video. We're here and we're ready to be amazed what Marvel Rivals has in store for us, fellas and ladies. What do they have in store for us? Now they have Jubilee, and I was excited for this. I believe she'll be a healer. I do not think she'll be a tank. If anything, a DPS, but I don't think so because Scott already came through as a DPS, but I won't put past and put another DPS. But I'm gonna assume that she's a healer. So let's see what happens. It'll be crazy if she's some fucking tank. That'll be insane.
Celestial mission for millennia now. But when timelines began to collapse, the gods shed their facades, scrambling like dogs to outlive the end of all that is. Humanity was consumed by hubris.
Oh, that's Mephisto. Okay. Is that Thanos?
They could survive the devastation as well. But the future is in the hands of mutant kind.
No, it's Apocalypse, I believe.
Even gods must fight for survival. Then only the fittest should be chosen to stand among them. And from those deemed unfit, I shall acquire the power to transcend.
If we're getting a tank, then that must be Apocalypse here. I think she's a healer, but I'm assuming that she's a Jubilee's a healer.
The seven lights shall guide the way. In the name of Apocalypse, the world shall be.
Oh shit.
Mutes, gods, Mirai. No one beats the Hood.
Oh shit. Is the Hood the dude from the that horrible TV series from Ironheart? Is that the same Hood we're talking about? Holy shit. Nah, I don't think he'll be a DPS. I think he'll be a tank. He doesn't look like DPS. He look like tank. Just given how big I think Apocalypse and Thanos are probably the same height and build. And if I remember right, Hulk was scared to fight Thanos, so you know, I don't think Apocalypse would be a DPS. That'd be very weird if they made him into a DPS. Because he's like they're both as big as Thing and Hulk. Alright, so I'm gonna connect this trailer to the other trailer when I edit this. Because I don't want to do two different trailers because that'd be just dumb. I feel like that's kind of like. So what we're gonna do.
Hello everyone, Double G here. We're excited to welcome you all to Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. This time, let's first welcome Zhiyong to introduce some updates.
Hey Rivals, it's Zhiyong. I'm here to walk you through all the very exciting developments we are making on the Balance team. Let's first tackle a pretty challenging topic, Black Widow. Looking at past seasons, the combat performance has indeed lacked competitiveness. We've tried a few adjustments here and there, but with little impact. The reason being there's a primary conflict we've never quite been able to resolve. The long-range one-shot KO capability of her standard sniper rifle juxtaposed against the counterplay experience for other heroes facing that capability. These two aspects are very hard to balance. Through many internal discussions, we've always opted to prioritize maintaining her established play experience.
I don't know, like I think we're in the situation like when Overwatch was in its beginning stages, but we're not in the beginning stages of Marvel Rivals. I think it's been like 2 years now. But like in the beginning stages, or 3, it's been within the beginning stages of Overwatch. Anyone who played like a Hanzo and or Sniper or like a Widowmaker, holy shit, we automatically thought you was throwing. If you know what I'm talking about, if you came in the olden days, like 2016, when you started playing Overwatch, like even in the beta moments, we all had that moment when someone played as a sniper, whether it be a Hanzo, well, not as much as Hanzo, but there was my time. You play a Hanzo and or Widowmaker, instantly you felt like they was throwing. Instantly, off rip. That was the first thing that popped in your mind. Oh my god, this dude's throwing. Fuck. You just gotta make the team, and then they'll say, well, I'm just trying the character. You're like, yeah, no, not today. We always get pissed off, and this was, I think, before competitive became a thing, but like, Jesus Christ.
Those that have grown to love her rather than completely redo her, and alienate those that love her established playstyle. However, the core issue then remains. So this time, we are attempting to rework her combat route and truly usher in a new glorious aura for the Black Widow. Here's a brief overview of our approach to these adjustments. First, we've removed the ADS sniper mode from her standard state and increased the fire rate of her primary attack.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess she's gonna probably have she can be I don't know, a counter, but she'll be like some opposition for the Punisher now. Okay, I kind of like that. Okay.
At the same time, we've moved the charged electrical plasma blast from her original ultimate to be normally available, hitting enemies with this deals damage and applies a slow effect. with these adjustments, on one hand, we no longer need to stress over the one-shot KO issue of a normal snipe, allowing us to implement responsible baseline stats. On the other hand, we hope this gives Black Widow more stable, consistent DPS, raising her base damage floor so more players can pick her up. Secondly, we've transformed her ultimate ability into her ADS sniper mode, which will last for a set duration or until a certain number of
They low-key made her stronger with this change. Yeah, they did. I kind of like it. Honestly, I wouldn't give her no fucking sniper, dude. I would just give her a laser beam. I think that would be a lot better. Or some form of rifle, but not a DMR, but not a sniper rifle. Kind of like something in Halo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would give her something like that. One, it'll push away the allegations of she being like Black Widowmaker, because given the name and how they are. But then again, it'll be like, she could be a bit of like a female version of like that of the Punisher, but not the same. That's what I'm saying.
Of bullets are fired. Again, prioritizing the counterplay experience, we still haven't given her the ability to one-shot on critical hits. However, as power compensation, we've drastically increased the hitbox-wise of her sniper bullets, and they can now pierce straight through enemies. Crucially, non-critical hits will also deal incredibly high damage, completely shredding any damage fall off at range. The ultimate goal here is to preserve that pure sniping experience for
It says, I'm mainly wondering what did they did for her skills. We'll see.
players who love it, while using the framework of an ultimate to grant it the immense, devastating power it deserves. Finally, we've retained Black Widow's sprint and super jump, entirely removing their stamina restrictions. Her spinning kick will also stay, and we've introduced a brand new ability. When Black Widow is airborne, she can launch toward the target location and slam her Widow Spike gauntlets down, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies. Our vision here is to make Black Widow's close quarters melee combos flow much more seamlessly, handing her some serious aggressive burst capability. Overall, we hope these adjustments will make Black Widow a highly competitive flanking duelist. You can experience all the details for yourself once the update goes live. Let's look forward to her performance in the new season.
Wait, what was the ultimate?
Now, let's chat about the dynamic changes to team-up abilities in the new season. Hawk infuses ranging gamma energy into a massive metallic broadsword forged by Magneto, granting Magneto to an all-new ability, Gamma Blade. Once activated, he can launch the colossal gamma-infused sword forward. Upon hitting an enemy or the environment, it triggers a chain of violent explosions, dealing massive damage to all enemies in the area. Hawk also infuses gamma energy into Jeff the Landshrak's Driver Splash. Upon activation, Jeff splits out a stream of glowing green gamma water. Continuously watering an ally with it will directly mutate them into a team-up anchorman. Wait a minute, I think I grabbed the wrong script. Let's try that again.
Such acting.
Now, let's officially talk about epic evolution of team-up abilities.
Okay.
The team-up abilities brought an entirely new, deeply Marvel gameplay experience to Marvel Rivals. Since launch, they've mostly received immense praise for all of you, especially during the first year. As we've continued to operate and update again, we've always kept a close eye on the community's discussion regarding team-ups. Things like hoping certain fun team-ups stay around forever, wanting everyone to have an active team-up ability, wishing team-ups sync up better with base abilities, and begging for Hawk and Cloak and Dagger to not always just be in Anchor Gel. During the team-up update process each season, as the sheer number of abilities grew, our dev team gradually started feeling the strain. Some of the newer team-ups started feeling a bit uninspired, existing just for the sake of taking off an update box. Once we realized this, we decided it was time to absolutely revolutionize the team-up system. Now, every single hero will possess two completely independent team-up ability loadouts. The ability granted by these loadouts vary. Some are entirely new standalone abilities, while others replace an existing base ability. But either way, they will grant the hero a fresh, far more engaging combat experience. Players can pre-select one of these team-up loadouts outside the match based on their preferred playstyle, and utilize it in-game.
Oh shit.
If a player wants to swap to their other team-up loadout mid-match, they can do so freely in the spawn room. Every team-up loadout will feature a base effect and an enhanced effect. The base effect primarily dictates the fundamental form of the team-up ability, including its controls, core mechanics, and visual presentation. This base effect will be active regardless of whether any team-up ability partner is on your team. The enhanced effect, on the other hand, mostly acts as a powerful buff to the base effect, though a few will offer additional ability variations. The enhanced effect requires the team-up member to be actively playing in the match to activate. Let's use an example to illustrate. Hawk has two distinct team-up loadouts, and players can choose one of the following to use in battle. Inspired by Captain America's unyielding spirit, Hawk becomes an absolute immovable force in combat. This base effect as a new active ability. When used directly, Hawk lifts straight up and violently slams the ground, dealing AoE damage to nearby enemies. He can also activate this ability mid-air during Incredible Leap, triggering the same ground slam effect upon landing. Following the slam, embodying Cap's never surrenders attitude, Hawk erupts in the face of adversity. All his normal ability cooldowns are reduced based on his current remaining health. The lower his health drops, the greater the cooldown reduction. Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Captain America is actively on the team. Now, let's look at the enhanced effect. Building on the base
Damachi has zombies? What the hell?
effect, the slam deals even higher damage, while also breaking the enemy's will to fight, applying a debuff that increases the damage they take. This effect only activates if Captain America is on the team. For his second loadout, Wolverine's Rage awakens Hawk's inner violence, making him more aggressive in battle. This base effect adds a new active ability that, when used, sends Hawk into a furious state, instantly buffing his move speed and attack speed. He also adds a new passive ability where, upon dropping below a certain health threshold, Hawk enters an unstoppable state fueled by sheer rage, granting him full CC immunity. Again, Hawk gets this ability and effect regardless of whether Wolverine is on the team. Now, for his enhanced effect, when Wolverine and Hawk are in the same lineup, Hawk can throw Wolverine forward. At the same time, Wolverine triggers Basket Claw Strike while Hawk enters the Furious state. This Furious Fast Fall special is completely independent of the base active ability, meaning Hawk effectively gets 2 chances to actively trigger his Furious state. Again, this effect only activates if Wolverine is on the team.
Okay.
Taking community feedback to heart, we come through every single team-up ability released since launch, and cherry-pick the absolute most fun and engaging ones, retrofitting them into the new team-up system structure. So, in Season 9, players will get to see the return of some classic team-ups, such as Metallic Chaos and Ammo Overload. Of course, we've also designed a ton of incredibly fun, entirely new team-up abilities. For example, Venom will receive the Cosmic Blessing of the Phoenix Force. He gains a new active ability that, when activated, raises his symbiote tendrils in Cosmic Phoenix Flames, swapping out his primary attack for a fiery tendril cliff that aggressively sweeps the area in front of him. When Venom and Phoenix team up on the field, the Phoenix Force that Venom wields is heavily buffed. Every hit from his Furious Whip will apply a spark stack to enemies, reach 3 stacks, and violently detonate dealing massive extra damage. For the sake of time, we won't showcase every single new team up here. You can jump in and explore them all for yourself once Season 9 launches. Moving forward, we won't be constantly shuffling around and adding team-up combination every single season like before. Instead, we will focus heavily on the macro performance of the team-up system as a whole, optimizing and balancing the ones that are underperformance. And of course, for any newly added heroes, we will deeply design them to ensure they launch with completely fun and useful team-up loadouts.
Oh my god, this is a lot.
This team-up system update is easily the most massive overhaul we've done to the combat system since launch, and it's going to shake up the meta in unprecedented ways. Furthermore, the new team-up roster includes a good amount of cross-role synergies. For example, some Vanguards and Theorists will be able to output healing, while some Theorists and strategists can provide incredible survival utility. Strategists that traditionally lack burst healing will gain potent baseline healing capabilities, and strategists lacking aggressive utility will secure stronger initiation of healing tools. The new team-up system radically shatters the established capability boundaries of the heroes, cracking team comp possibilities wide open. We can't wait to see what team compositions you make full of enhanced heroes and villains. Furthermore, the team-up anchor mechanic from the previous system has been completely scrapped in this update, alongside its corresponding flat numerical buffs. As a result, we will be thoroughly re-evaluating the raw strengths of those specific heroes as well as some others. We are stepping into Season 9 with a just plan for Season 8.5's dominant overperformance, like Cyclops and Rocket Raccoon, while significantly buffing underperformers like Thor, The Thing, Black Cat, and Storm, bringing their lethality and utility back up to par. Altogether, this balanced pass touches roughly 80% of our entire hero roster. Because the list of all these tricks is so massive, I won't read them out here. You can dig into the hub numbers in the balance post releasing shortly after this video. Beyond tweaking the heroes themselves, Season 9.0 introduces 2 massive global system changes. First up, the brand new team-up system inevitably introduces way more numerical variables into the mix. Team fights are going to be infinitely more chaotic and hyper-aggressive. We found in playtesting that this consistently led to ultimate abilities training together far too frequently and snowballing matches prematurely. So, after exhaustive testing, we've decided to further knock the overall energy acquisitions rate for ultimate abilities, Post-nerf, the average time to earn an ultimate will feel nearly identical to how they play in recent patches. Secondly, we are adding an entirely new health mechanic to the game, regenerative shields. Regenerative shields function under the exact same logic as base health. Any mechanic that calculates off base health, like percentage-based healing or percentage-based damage, treats regenerative shields exactly as if it were regular health. But here is the difference. If a hero manages to completely avoid taking damage for 5 solid seconds, their regenerative shields will automatically kick in, rapidly recharging to full capacity over the next 5 seconds. For instance, if a hero has 300 regenerative shields, it will rebuild at 60 per second. If they have 150, it builds at 30 per second. We are strictly adding regenerative shields to high mobility heroes who excel at flanking and diving.
Oh my god, this is
new
long.
health type massively buffs the
Holy
baseline
shit.
mistake forgiveness of these hypermobile characters during solo of angle duels, significantly reducing the downtime before they can jump back into the fray. Simultaneously, this cuts down on the sheer number of teammates a strategist has to constantly monitor, heavily alleviating overall team healing pressure. Realistically speaking, accurately predicting the exact meta strengths of every team-up combination with the addition of regenerative shields is going to be extremely challenging right out of the gate. Plus, the reactions generated by different team-up synergies with new team compositions will undoubtedly perform entirely differently across various levels of play. Therefore, the overarching philosophy for the Season 9.0 patch is supporting a stable and smooth transition into this entirely new era of Marvel Rivals gameplay. As we plug into this radical new season, we will be constantly monitoring the moment-to-moment experience of the new team-ups and checking the meta closely across all competitive brackets. If things break, we won't hesitate to step in with rapid hotfixes or patches. If you guys run into any rough spots, please give us your feedback ASAP. Plus, the upcoming mid-season finals will be played on the Season 9 patch, featuring the brand new team-up system. We absolutely can't wait to see the incredible plays our pros are going to pull off. Ignite the battle.
As you just saw, this summer, we are rolling out a truly massive new update. This isn't just about tweaking a few team-up abilities or adjusting the anchors. It's a systemic, full roster, ground-up rework that will bring an incredibly fresh and fun dynamic to combat. And of course, in Season 9, Black Widow will also receive a major rework. But that's not all. A new season means highly anticipated new heroes. Grab your strays because Jubilee is bringing her explosive mutant energy to Marvel Rivals in Season 9. Jubilee is a strategist, a lovely manipulator of fireworks who can control vibrant energy plasmoids in combat to heal her teammates, while simultaneously damaging and blinding enemies. And for the grand final, her ultimate ability unleashes a lethal dazzling firework show across the battlefield. This season, we are also turning our sights to the collapsed timeline. As the very first mutant in the collapsed timeline, Apocalypse personally witnessed the world burn to ashes in the crossfire of the War of the Gods. In the eyes of this evolutionary arbiter, the species that needed to be culled was no longer frail humanity, but rather the very gods who had failed the mortals. However, just as Apocalypse was absorbing the fate of all deities, attempting to ascend to godhood and reshape the order of the collapsed universe, a mysterious assassin pierced his chest. When the heroes arrive in Thebes to investigate the death of Apocalypse, they hit a dead end, only for 3 deeply mysterious murders to occur sequentially entirely within their own ranks, casting an even more impenetrable shadow over the entire incident. To dive into this mystery, we've prepared an interactive Death of Apocalypse detective minigame. We invite everyone to sift through the endless lies and uncover the one truth. Our brand new convoy map, Thebes, will officially go live following the update on July 23rd. Stay tuned. Following the update on July 30th, our brand new game mode, Path to Doomsday, Avengers Age of Ultron, will take everyone straight into Avengers Tower and Ultron's battle space to battle Ultron and his mechanical army. At the same time, we'll be launching a series of events in the Times Square lobby, so look forward to that. In Season 9, verified college students will get access to a new location of 10 costumes and MVPs. We welcome all college students to verify their university email to unlock these exclusive benefits. From July 29th to August 1st, the Marvel Rivals Ignite Series mid-season finals will be taking over Los Angeles, USA. 10 top teams from our 4 major global regions will battle it out on stage, competing for the very first World Championship title of the competitive year. We'd absolutely love for you all to come out and experience the hype live. For more ticketing details, please keep an eye on our social media channels. We have been holding our tongue on this version update for so long, and we couldn't be happier to finally talk about it. We actually started planning our team-up overhaul just under a year ago. Over the last few seasons, we've been closely following the community's discussions regarding team-ups, And honestly, the pressure has been immense, especially over the past 2 seasons. Right before recording every dev video, Zhiyong and I would debate, should we just test the overhaul now? We thought dropping the news early might alleviate some of the pressure from the community, but every time, we ultimately decided not to. We wanted to be completely responsible, to only announce it once we had successfully built it, run the tests, and thoroughly verified the gameplay experience ourselves. That's always been our style. So the time is now. Grab your friends and jump into what is easily the biggest update to Marvel Rivals since the game launched. Ignite the battle.
Okay, so yeah, that was a long one. I don't know. He just kept going, and
Oh,
for some reason it was just like it felt like it just kept on going and going. I was getting so tired of the talking. I don't even, let me see. He was knocking me out, like, oh. Like, half the time I didn't understand what he was saying, and the other times I did. Like, it was kind of weird. It's kind of weird, not gonna lie. Okay, so guess I'll cut this with the Jubilee thing, because then, yep. Let's get to Jubilee. Here it is. What we all came here for. I don't know if I'm gonna put this part at the beginning or end, but this is also the explosive firecracker Jubilee. I think she's either DPS or a healer. We're gonna see in a second. I don't know if I'm gonna put this part at the beginning and just connect this to the other two, or put this at the end. Not sure. So if I do, then I do. If I don't, whatever. So, yeah, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment. Let's jump in there.
Clear the way! It's time for the Big Bang! Launch energy, yup! Speeding back! Oh no! Let the sparks fly! Wow!
Actually, if I remember right, I think Disney replaced the original voice actor of Jubilee from '97 because she didn't look like the character or some stupid shit. So the lady who was voicing Jubilee with the original show, we'll see. I know she and Luna Snow's gonna get along, but like that's funny because they got rid of the original voice actor who did her for so long of the original X-Men, and when '97 came around, or was it '97? I think it's '97. They replaced her completely with someone else because apparently the voice actor who did her the entire time was white, so they replaced her with an Asian lady, which I don't ever understand that fucking logic. Like, what sense does that make? It does not make any difference because you can't see the voice. You can only hear it. You know what I'm saying? That is so dumb. Ain't that feels a bit racist in reverse if you think about it. We'll see. Yeah, she is Asian.
You suck! Tick, tick, boom!
No, she's not gonna have an Asian accent. She's not gonna have an Asian accent. No way. She's not gonna have an Asian accent. Because if you're an Asian American, if you're a first generation or second generation Asian American, you're gonna sound white. They're not gonna have an Asian accent. So no way. Because if you close your eyes, you can't tell if it's an Asian person speaking, like an accent, unless they have an Asian accent from a country. But if it's like an American Asian who's born here and raised here, they're going to have an American accent that sounds like a white person. 9 times out of 10. If you like literally close your eyes and don't even look at the character, you just think it's some white chick. And then when you look, it's like, oh, it's Jubilee. So this is why I don't understand this. Like, I don't care if it was a black woman voicing the character. If it fits the character and makes the character sound what the character looks like, I think that's all that matters. It's like shit.
All right, ready to launch! Time for a glow-up!
Damn.
Show's over! For you!
God damn. And she's stacked. Wait, hold up before I say anything. Okay, she's stacked. Oh my god, she's hot. I'm gonna go check real quick. She's they said in Nettie's Marvel Rivals, not locked. Jubilee, her age, her like the lore places her adult between late 20s, early 30s. So me and her is a close in age. So yeah, I can say what I please. Fuck you. She's close to my age. She's like what, 28, 29? Yeah, she has. Shit. Oh shit. I had to wipe my brow on that one. I was like, wait, hold on before I say anything. I want you guys crucifying me in the comments if I make any type of I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys probably have noticed, but I was falling asleep when the what's his name was talking. I was like, felt like a big dribble of nothing. That shit. Ugh. Anyway, with that said, like, subscribe, share, follow, and comment. If you guys go play as Jubilee, you guys know what type of hero I play. I play a bunch of heroes, a bunch of strategists. I'm mainly strategist and tank and DPS last. I'm always like that, even with Overwatch. I play tank, healer, and then on Marvel Rivals is healer, tank, and then DPS last. And DPS is never my thing. I don't know why. I don't find DPS all that fun to play compared to the other ones. I like the fact that I can protect, and I also like the idea that I have your life in my hands. So if you fuck with me, I probably not give you no fuck ass healers. It just is what it is. Now we're on comp, now I'm gonna give you heals even if I hate you. But if we're playing quick play, you best be on your best behavior because I ain't gonna fucking heal you if you're a dumbass. And that goes for you tanks. And I know how that goes. Anyway, so with that said, like to try, share, follow, comment. You guys see me playing her in the next couple of days because she says she'll be out on the 10th of July. So you're gonna catch me playing that in a couple of days. We'll be playing Jubilee and playing some of our rivals in a couple of days. So I'm kind of excited for that. Let's go. Sorry, species. The DPS and tanks for me is healer only when nobody else wants to. I instantly lock in on healer, so there's no bitching and moaning for anything. I made being happy playing healer, even though it's the most masochist thing to do, is the best thing. Because if you instantly become healer, no one bitches. And I noticed lately on Marvel Rivals, people are playing more healer than they would DPS, because I've been seeing more games, and I don't know if anyone noticed this, more triple healing in comp than ever. Like, I've been seeing like 3 healers more often, alongside myself, and there'll be like 2 tanks, 1 DPS, or 3 tanks. I noticed that's been the meta kind of like this like if you want to override the DPS, just literally go 3 healers. Instantly it just kind of like overrides everything almost instantly. You got out attack and then out heal each other. Because I noticed that when the enemy team goes 3 healers and then you go 3 healers, it's just attrition at that point. It's skill at that point. It's whoever just lasts the other from that point. There's no counter per se. It's just about who just outlasts the other person. And I think I wish we got this on stream, but we did a video. We did a comp. I did it with Bean. It was me and Bean and her friends, and we was all playing healer. The opposite team asked us, we're all going healer, let's do this. We all went healer. There was no tank, there was no DPS. Bro, the match went for 20 plus minutes. 20 plus minutes per rounds. So it went 40 minutes long because there was no tanks and there was no DPS. So everyone was just constantly healing and attacking at the same exact time, lasting the whole stream. Well, not the stream, but like the whole match. I wish I got that on stream. That was insane. It was fucking insane. Everyone was just healing and attacking. No one was dying on the point because everyone was healing. So it just kept on going forever. It was horrendous. Look, listen, it was not our idea. We was literally just playing a regular game. It was me, Bean, and Wolf, and I think 2 of our other friends. And then, Wolf was not there. It was just me and Bean and her friend. And as instantly as we was about to begin, the opposite team sent us a message saying, hey, guys, we're going all healers. Want to do it? And Bean's like, yeah, whatever. And I was not really paying attention. I was already locked in on healer. So when everyone started playing healer, I was like, why are we playing healer? As we're running towards the point, she said, no, everyone said we're going to play healer. They're all going to play healer. So I said, okay, fuck it. Why not? And then as soon as we got on that point, it will not end. No one will die because everyone kept on healing each other. And I realized everyone wasn't going to heal because no one would die. It was pissing me off. I was like, but everyone has some high stats of points, but it was fucking insane. This is why you need a DPS and a tank. They override that completely. Don't have a bunch of healers. You'd be surprised how long the match will actually go. It's horrendous. It's like equivalent to like, I don't know, fucking Sakura versus Ino. Once they began, it just felt like forever. Like you just wanted this fight to end. And I'm not saying that the fight was bad. It just felt long. We was overriding that like crazy. It was insane. All right, so with that said, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment. I hope you guys enjoyed this and my little story time of Marvel Rivals, me playing with my mods and stuff. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to the next video. Yeah.